I'm Kimball Cariou. I'm the editor of People's Voice newspaper. The bill contains provisions for the police to act against something that's vaguely defined as the promotion of terrorism. This is certainly something that concerns journalists and newspapers. Any left-wing, progressive, working-class publication covers issues which the government sees quite differently than people in popular movements do. For example, there's a campaign here on the West Coast around the centenary of the execution of Maiwaz Singh, who was an Indo-Canadian activist. He was active in the Ghadar Party and anti-racist movements of the early 20th century in Vancouver. And he assassinated a federal immigration inspector who was responsible for infiltrating the South Asian community, carrying out the racist policies of the Canadian state to try and bar more South Asians from coming to Canada or bringing their families. Maiwaz Singh is widely regarded in the South Asian community today as a hero for having struck back against someone who was bringing incredible misery against their community. But by the terms of the bill, he would certainly be regarded as a terrorist. So does publishing an article about the campaign to declare him a hero, does that constitute promotion of terrorism? I don't know. I don't know anybody who does know. But it certainly makes you wonder, how is this bill actually going to be put into effect? Take another example, the provisions in the bill that you cannot undermine Canadian economic security. It would seem to me this is certainly capable of being directed against people who hold demonstrations, protests, civil disobedience against the expansion of pipelines, extraction of tar sands, and the export of diluted bitumen from Canada. These are all things which are highly contentious across the country, especially among First Nations people and environmentalists. And yet the government has declared that this economic activity is vital for the economic future of Canada. So you have to ask, is sitting in front of pipeline construction going to be considered terrorist activity in this country? Again, I don't know, but the government seems extremely reluctant to spell it out one way or another, and that leaves everybody concluding that yes, CSIS will be used to spy on groups that engage in such activity, put them in the category of potential terrorists. So, there's many other questions in terms of how this bill would be applied, and they're all pretty frightening in terms of their potential implications.